Well, guys, welcome to Semper Bar and Grill for our live fire exercise.
Thank you for having me.
And yeah, we're glad to have you. I'm looking forward to hearing about your company and what you guys do. But we got a series of wings here for you guys to try out, from the mildest to the hottest. And so we'll be sampling those wings between questions, and I'll be asking each one of you a series of questions. First of all, and Rob, I'm going to start with you.
Yes,
You're
sir.
the president of the company, correct?
Yes, sir, I am.
Okay. So tell us a little bit about yourself, who you are, what you currently do, and a little bit about your military background.
Okay. My name is Rob Cordero, and I'm the president of Unitus Security, and we're a security company that's housed and based right here in Atlanta, Georgia. Um, I served in the Marine Corps. I was a Red Patcher. So,
Any support?
yes, sir, shore party, right? Had a great time in the Marine Corps, and after the Marine Corps, I had a time with law enforcement, sheriff's office, and
Okay.
attained the rank of chief deputy and retired out. And now I'm doing private security with United Security here in Atlanta,
What year did you go in the Marine Corps?
90 to 95.
90 to 95.
Yes,
Okay.
sir. Those
Okay.
school veteran.
Gotcha. Well, thank you for your service.
Yes, sir. And yours.
Appreciate you from one Marine to another. So, and Scott, tell us a little bit about yourself.
So, Scott Hundley, I'm a civil engineer by degree. Spent, first 6 years of my career in civil engineering, and then transitioned over into development and operations. And so, I'm currently serving as the Chief Operating Officer for Unitus Security, and bring the development and owner aspect to the business.
Where are you guys based out of? Where's
We're
your
based.
office at?
Our office is in Alpharetta,
Okay.
but we're based and focused solely on Atlanta. If the three of us can't touch it, that's the emphasis around our business. So we're focused specifically on Atlanta, relative to concierge security.
Fantastic. Okay. And Justin, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, the way Rob and I met is we both come from a law enforcement background,
Okay.
and part of that was investigating crashes, forensic investigations involving motor vehicle reconstructions. And over the years, Rob and I had exchanged our law enforcement stories back and forth, began to collaborate. And whenever he started United Security, he invited me to join the team and be a part of the security and building out the teams and putting together the pieces that help make it run every day.
Fantastic. Now, you're with what police department?
I was a local deputy sheriff in Houston County, Georgia.
Oh, okay. Fantastic.
Yes, sir.
Fantastic. Well, good to have you, and thanks for what you do for the community, or did.
Yes,
Still
sir.
doing.
Well,
Everybody needs security, right?
you know what? It's the service-oriented life.
Yes. Absolutely. Okay. Well, thank you, gentlemen. Now that we know a little bit about you, we get to know a little bit about us.
Yeah.
So go ahead and dig into that first wing there, and that first one is called our spicy bourbon.
Spicy bourbon. I like
Yep.
it already.
Breakfast of Champions.
Right on.
Mm.
It's a good flavor to it.
Mm.
What do you think, Justin?
I could wake up to that every morning.
Hey, you polished yours off, dude.
I did.
Good
I'm going to do
flavor.
my best. It's
Yeah?
great flavor.
Good. All right, so Rob, back to you. Why did you choose to join the military, specifically the Marine Corps?
Well, I had an uncle who we went to visit. He retired in Pensacola, Florida. He was a Rio on a F-4 Phantom II during Vietnam, and he had his room that one of his sons obviously grew up and moved out.
Okay.
And when his oldest son moved out, he was able to convert that bedroom into a room that kind of looks similar to this. So as a young child going into my uncle's house and seeing that room, I really got connected with the Marine Corps memorabilia that he had. Reading his Bronze Star, really started to push me in that direction. And through high school, seeing the recruiters come to the high school and seeing them, dressed in one of our beautiful uniforms,
Right.
That's what's prompted me to go there. And speaking to my Uncle Frank, that's what pushed me to join the Marine Corps. And I knew then that it was the Marine Corps, nothing else.
Right.
So that's why I joined the Corps.
Fantastic. And Scott, how did you get to where you are today? And in your career, decisions, chance opportunities?
Sure. So I went to school to be a civil engineer, but knew from the time I went to college that I didn't want to have that as my end result and wanted to get into development. And so spent 6 years, studying and practicing civil engineering, and got an opportunity to go to work for North American Properties, and spent almost 10 years working in development for North American Properties. That's actually where Rob and I met, and we talked about Unitus Security. Started with two guys sitting over a cup of coffee.
I read that story. That was very interesting. Yeah.
And so I would say, that was one of the moments that, you meet people in your life that become lifelong friends, and that was the story with Rob and myself. And continued on in development, but we continued to talk even after I separated from North American Properties and went on to pursue different things, different avenues. But we continued to stay friends, and ultimately landed here, realizing a need in the security sector for more of a boutique level of service to clients that crave and want that type of service on their properties. So we formed Unitus Security kind of with that mindset, but it all started out of just friendship and just talking what if.
Right.
So that's how we got here.
Some of the best decisions in life happened over a meal or a cup of coffee.
That's right.
So,
I mean, look what happened in the Marine
I'll
Corps.
tell you what, cheers to that.
It went over. Marine Corps was founded in a bar. I mean, that's, how much better does it get? So, but, well, great. Thank you, Scott. And Justin, before we get on to you, let's go ahead and try another wing.
all right. What is this one?
It's called Zamunda Fire.
This is good. It's like a dry rub.
Yep. Yeah, we might actually have to get that one in the restaurant, because everybody's pretty much said the same thing about that one.
It's very good.
It is a
It's
good
got
one.
a really good flavor. What do you think, Justin?
That's interesting. I'm trying to
Trying to figure it
unpack
out.
it. I'm trying to unpack it. There's a lot there.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good flavors there.
Yeah. Good.
That's a lot.
Good.
Mm.
Alrighty. So, Justin, you're next. What made you get to where you're at right now?
Well, specifically in this seat, these guys. But I have to say, I find myself in a lot of interesting seats because of these two guys.
Okay.
So, we were talking about, those moments where you just make a decision. Being around the right people, law enforcement did that for me.
Okay.
It gave me a chance to be, I think, being in finding myself in the right spot to hear the right thing from people, and listen. And having that path and going through law enforcement, you get to hear a lot of good knowledge. There's a lot that is embodied in that field and that profession. And then also getting out into a community and really getting to know it and interacting with people and learning what really creates success, right? And just following that path and not being resistant to it, not being afraid to try to do those things and emulate what you see around you.
Gotcha. It pays to hang out with the right people.
It does.
You know, they say that you become who you hang out with the most.
I heard it best whenever somebody once told me, "Show me your friends, I'll show you your future."
There you go. Yeah, that's a good one. Okay. So, how did you decide to start your business, Rob?
Well, it was like Scott had mentioned, there was a need for that service that we provide. We cater to the fact that property managers that we work for, our clients, have had a desire to not have to manage security. You know, that's what we do. We manage that security, and we wanted to bring that extra service touch to security and bring that concierge factor to it, to where you can be nice, you can be hospitable, you could be welcoming with a big smile on your face, all the while you're gaining information on that individual that you're interacting with. And you take that information that you have and you process that information, teaching our officers how to process what you're seeing and what you're getting from that individual who's come on property, whether or not to, show them the door or show them the exit. And you do it, through hospitality and being nice, and protecting that property, being nice. So Justin said it earlier, it's a life of service, and I enjoy providing that service to those individuals and then, protecting that property and doing what we said that we do.
Gotcha. So, you got your head team right here. How many employees?
It's my fire team.
Your fire team. There you
Fire
go.
team.
How many employees do you guys have right now?
We're getting close to about 100 employees right now. We're having right there
fantastic.
about 100 employees yesterday.
Okay.
And it's, we stretch from Atlanta to Alpharetta over to Milton. I might be
All the way
missing
south, far south is McDonough.
is McDonough's is right. So,
Okay.
so we're stretching out throughout Atlanta.
Good. Okay. Well, before we go on, why don't we go ahead and do that third wing?
What's that third wing?
Hot whiskey.
Hot whiskey.
I like the flavor profile in the bourbon and whiskey category. So
Okay. All right. Good. Good.
It's getting warmer.
It's getting warmer. Yeah. Plenty of beer behind the bar. Justin?
I liked the other one better.
Yeah.
That one's good, but I'm more of a bourbon over a whiskey guy.
Oh, okay. All right.
would you like the bourbon more if it was hotter?
I think if you took those two together, if you took and dusted that on that,
Nobody does that one.
Oh, yeah. Scott, what has been the best thing about your job or career at this point?
At this point, best thing about my job here at this point. I think the thing that I really enjoy, and I would categorize it in the, best thing currently is having the opportunity and getting to be able to build an organization. And, we spent a lot of time just when we didn't have any employees, like strategizing, what is this going to look like?
Okay.
And, and it looked different when we had 10 employees than it did when we had 30 employees and it did when we had 50 employees than it does now, right?
Right.
So building that framework and getting to see how that starts to unfold and take shape, and just having a sense of pride that we did that, and it was the really the vision and the debating of ideas and different things. I mean, the three of us have spent countless hours
Right.
talking through that, and there's a lot of pride that all three of us have, of just as this continues to grow, there's that pride of that was all the thought and sweat and ideas,
Right, yeah.
and hours and hours and hours that were poured into that, and so that's probably the most exciting thing right now.
Well, it sounds like you guys got a really well-oiled machine.
And it is going well. I mean, there's always things that you're tinkering with, trying to improve.
Oh, I can understand that. I can understand
So
that.
there's always little tinkerings,
Gotcha, gotcha.
So,
So Justin, if you had to sit down with somebody, whether it's discussing business or just their future, what piece of advice would you give them?
That well, I can't let me say this. I'm not creative enough to distill that down to a single thing, but I'll say this: don't be afraid to say yes, right? That yes, it leads to a lot more than no most of the time. It's better to talk yourself into doing things than to try to talk yourself out of them, right?
Yeah.
And whenever this really all started with me and Rob and him bringing me in one day, he I think it was a fortune cookie, and it said, "If your dreams aren't big, if your dreams don't scare you, they're not big enough." Right?
Mhm.
And we were sitting around the table, and we said, "You know what? That's going to define how we do this next."
Gotcha. Gotcha. Good advice. Good advice. All right.
Ooh,
So
these are warm.
getting warmer.
Oh
Be
yeah.
careful which napkin you use to
Oh
wipe your
yeah.
eyes.
That's why I'm using a bunch.
Okay, good. Good, good, good.
If you have a big budget for
Yeah.
napkins.
Somebody made that mistake before. They wiped their hands and then grabbed the napkin to wipe their
yeah.
eyes, and it was the same napkin.
that would be bad.
That was a bad idea. So,
That'd be very bad.
so gentlemen, we're
These
up
are good
to the
flavors.
good.
Yes, they are.
Good, good, good. We are up to number 4. So, dig right in.
Dig in.
Dig right in.
You're going to tell us about it after we take a bite,
Yes.
right? Okay, that's the catch.
Freaking-
You won't find them in your MREs. So this one is called Death by Wings.
Right.
I can taste it.
Good.
I can't put my finger on what the spice that they're using for the heat, though. It's got like a very peppery, like, does anybody else taste like the charcoal kind of flavor? You get that? Maybe.
I get heat.
You eat.
I mean, that's what I'm getting is heat. I believe you. How about that?
Okay.
Justin, how you doing over there?
Pretty good. How about you?
Have you taken a bite yet?
He's quick.
He
Yeah.
takes a bite.
Yeah.
Now time to start wiping the sweat.
I've got to make sure that my palate's cleared for the next one. I don't want to mess up the flavor.
There you go. There you go. All right.
That's a good call.
So Rob, what's one thing you learned in the military that has helped you become a successful business owner?
Taking care of your people. The Marine Corps, they're, always say, you take care of your Marines take care of you. So you take care of your people, and your people take care of you. I enjoy taking care of my people, making sure that, they have what they need, and give them the tools to do their job. And not only that, to do the job, but also there's times that they're going to need help in their personal lives, so you got to give them a little bit of time to, take care of their personal life so that they could come back and take care of their professional life as well. And Marine Corps certainly instilled that in me.
Very good. Okay. And
Warm. Things are warm.
is it getting warm?
Oh yeah. Things
Okay.
are getting warm.
All right. All right. Tomorrow morning, things will get warm.
Oh, yeah.
That last one's built on you.
Right? Right?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Last one's built on you.
It's gonna get warm.
So,
So, Scott, the same question I asked Justin before. If you had to give somebody advice sitting down with them about their future, let's say it was you when you were 20,
yeah.
what would you tell
Don't be a shithead. It's like, and I mean that like in seriousness, like, your attitude and what how people perceive you is gonna have a lot to do with, the opportunities that you're given. Be virtuous, be trustworthy. I would be open-minded. I mean, I think Justin talked about it, like, there's having a curiosity. Like, I think a lot of people, and especially in today's age, like, you can't stop learning. So, you're constantly innovating and constantly learning and constantly pushing. And so that learning and that, search for knowledge and growing is really, what leads to, opening doors and opportunities. So, I mean, those would be the things I would advise myself at 20.
Fantastic. Yeah, the mind is like a parachute. It's only good when it's open, right?
Yes, that's a good way to describe it.
It is.
So,
And you go. And
I'm the one out of these three that doesn't do hot stuff.
oh, really?
Yeah. So they'll join us.
All right. I can see the sweat
Oh yeah.
on the brow there a little bit. So,
Be a water fountain.
The only way to gauge it is I can say this: it's better than having it squirted in my eye. As a law enforcement officer, I can give you the perspective that pepper spray in your eye is very bad. So if my rule of thumb is at least it's not in my eye yet.
right.
don't splatter the next one.
Right.
All right. Well, on that note, let's go to number 5 and try DEFCON 1.
All right.
All right.
You guys are all doing a great job.
Oh yeah.
I just
Sure
want to
we
say-
are.
Just want to say.
I'm glad to know that my sweat pores are working just fine.
They are.
All right.
You're right over there, John.
I'm just gauging the napkins and the drinks.
Oh, yeah.
Are we doing all right?
We're doing okay.
Okay.
I thought you ran out for a moment.
The napkins? No, Rob
I
just
just
stole
pulled
them
them
all.
closer.
He got tired
You
of
guys can
reaching.
share those.
He got tired of reaching. He's like, I need more. So,
Okay, that's good.
How's the flavor on that one?
I like that one better than the previous.
Okay.
My recommendation
I will say
is
that.
that 5 is a good flavor. I like it. It has it's really a lot more like a traditional wing.
Gotcha.
Yeah, the other ones had some more unique flavors, but that's what you kind of expect whenever you order them.
When you order a hot wing.
Yep.
Good. Good
I
to
would
know.
agree. I think actually 4 felt hotter than 5.
Yeah. To be honest with you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would agree.
Okay. Maybe next time we have to switch them around a little bit. No.
Yeah.
So, Scott, what's next for your business?
Scott or Rob?
I mean, Rob.
Okay.
Oh, I
No,
was hoping you were going to go to Scott. Give me a minute to wash down some beer so I could.
I'll answer. I'll answer that.
Yeah, you can answer that. Go ahead.
Next for us, we're seeing. So we do consulting around the country, and so we're seeing a growth in consulting for large scale, signature premier properties, new development, ground up or large scale redevelopment. You know, we're also continuing to grow and expand our opportunities in Atlanta. I mean, there's hundreds of thousands of hours of security in Atlanta, and so we are literally a blip on the screen right now. So we see the opportunity in Atlanta for us in the next year to really grow the business. We've already implemented some organizational structures to help facilitate that, and our desire is to be about double in size by this time in 24. So
Nice.
so that's kind of our internal strategic goal is to be there by this time. So that's the growth opportunities that we see.
Now, Justin, you're the director of operations, was it?
Yes, sir.
Right.
Yes, sir.
So, what is your input on that same question? Oh, where you guys are going?
So we came out right out of COVID, right? And so there's been since COVID, there's been this attempt to get back to normal and get people back out and enjoying spaces and being out in the community and pulling people back out to gathering places, right?
Mm-hmm.
And part of that is being able to create those unique experiences that make people feel comfortable, safe, enjoyable. Because we know that where people feel safe and they feel comfortable, that's where they're going to spend their time, right? And so our mission is to try to create those kind of experiences for the guests that come on our properties and for the people that have Unitus Security there aligned with their brand. And that's really what we want to take out into. That's what we provide at the end of the day, is that experience to the person that's engaging with us on a property at a property level. So that's what we try to do. And that's what we take out into the field every day. Like that's every action we take is guided by that principle. That's what we're trying to do.
I got you. Okay, so we were ready to do that last wing there, guys, and that one is actually a sauce that we do use here in the restaurant. It's called our nuclear sauce.
Nuclear sauce. All right.
Yeah. So we used to have one hotter than that called Fallout, because the Fallout is always worse than the nuclear blast, correct?
It is.
And yeah, we got rid of that one. We probably would have to have all of our customers sign a disclaimer. So go ahead.
Nuclear.
That sauce was found on our flamethrower burger. That's on our menu.
Oh wow. I like it.
Some people order
I like it.
chicken tenders and dip them in there as well.
Yep.
So now my staff knows that if they want the boss to stay out of the kitchen, all they have to do is make nuclear sauce. Because there's something in there that closes up my throat.
That's great to tell me that after I ate. Appreciate that talk.
No problem.
That was good.
So, one last question I got, Justin. If somebody wanted to get a hold of your company, what's the best way for them to get a hold of you?
They go to our website. It's www.unitussecurity.com. That's a real easy, quick way to get in touch with us.
Okay.
Or they can find us on our social media, LinkedIn pages, Rob, Scott, or myself, or Unitus's LinkedIn homepage.
Fantastic. Okay. Sounds good. So, guys, you had them all. What's your love for hot sauce?
I don't have a love. I have a love for my people.
Okay. All right.
But I'm telling you what, this is great experience, and certainly enjoyed it. I'm going to work my way and get those last few bites that I left on there.
Okay. All
So
right.
I'm gonna make my plate look like Scott's plate. So
Scott, that's very
you know,
impressive.
I was
Take
expecting.
a separate picture of that
Right.
plate there. Devoured that over there. So,
Very good.
but well, good, good. What about you, Justin? What's your view on hot sauce now?
Number two is still my favorite.
Yeah.
Number two.
All right. Scott, what about you?
I loved them.
Yeah.
They were good flavor. I don't like it when it's so hot that you just have heat that you don't get
Yeah,
the
there's
flavor.
flavor
So
there.
there was
Yeah.
flavor
Yeah.
to them all. They
Mhm.
were good. I loved it.
Good. Good. Well, gentlemen, thanks so much for coming out here to Semper Fi Bar and Grill and taking part in our live fire exercise. You guys were all good troopers, man, and
Loved
we're glad to have you. Much success with your business,
Thank you.
and hope to see you guys again. All right.
You'll see
Thank
us
you
here.
for
All
having us.
right.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Bye.
Cheers.
Cheers. There you go.
Can I get another one?
Yeah, you can.